Well, I'm a huge Law and Order fan, so I've been following all the different Law and Orders for a long time, and I love this one, and I've met Mariska a few times at different events and things, so it's fun. I was really looking forward to it. I was thrilled when they called. I'm thrilled about this episode because I get to play an attorney, and nobody ever cast me that way, so I'm thrilled to be playing an attorney. I have a lot of attorneys in my family, and I think I'd be a really good one. Well, I don't have a bunch of legal dialogue in this, so I'm getting off easy. I don't have to memorize the big speeches, just some scenes with Chris and Mariska. So I'm getting off easy as far as doing a lot of research on any of the law. I don't have to voir dire anyone. I don't have to do any of the big stuff. So it's just mainly getting into the mode. I'm sort of playing it very much in the mode of litigator. I can't tell you. I give everything away. It's a crime show. Everyone's a suspect, I'm a suspect. Well, it's really exciting for me to come in, again, because I'm a big fan of all the Law and Order franchises, and each of them has sort of a different personality, and I like all of them. So this one's really fun. I did an audition with Chris years ago that he totally forgot about. I was just talking to him about out there. And then Mariska and I have been at different things together. I'd gotten inducted into the Texas Film Hall of Fame last year, and she was there getting an award for her mother. I think everybody loves a mystery. But with the Law and Order shows, what you see is the beginning of the crime, you see the cracking of the case, and then you see the litigating of the case and whether the criminal actually gets convicted or not. So it's kind of a whodunit from beginning to end. Sometimes who you thought did it didn't do it, but then even when you figure out who did it, are they going to get off? Being in New York and being on location is a lot of fun. I always love shooting on location wherever I am. It does give more of a feel to the performance, more of a feel to the scene, I think, if it's not just a set. Although, listen, sets are wonderful too. They can create all kinds of things with a good set. But here today, we got here and all the kids were getting out of school. We're pretending it's a courthouse. It's really a school. I was just talking to my boyfriend on the phone, and I said, well, it's not a big rotunda. It's more like where I did jury duty. Well, the manager just called and said Law and Order, and I said, tell me when. So I've been wanting to do one for years. I'm a suspect and wanting to know my side of what happened back in the day. And so I am now a successful attorney and don't really want to be dragged into this old case. So. Yeah. Well, and the casting on this is so fun. I'm not seeing any of my buddies, but Anne Margaret and Jackie Smith and Renee Taylor. I mean, there's just a lot of wonderful ladies in this, and I wish I actually had scenes with them too, and it'd be nice to catch up a little bit. But they've got a real nice all-star cast list here. Really nice, some of the best ladies in Hollywood. Well, whenever you think there just is nothing new to talk about, they find something new in the headlines. And what I like is they'll find sometimes an obscure issue and extrapolate it into something here and find a way to work it into a storyline to again, foster a debate. Everybody's been great. Everybody came over and introduced themselves. A couple of the prop people were out on tour with me, and I did a big tour of The Graduate a few years ago. We were out on tour for 8 months together, so a little knock at the door. It was really nice to see some familiar faces. And, Mariska and Chris I've met, Mariska a little more than Chris over the years. And, just everybody's been great. Helen Slater is directing, and I've known her a bit from LA. It's nice. Everybody's been very warm and friendly. I think these shows can go on forever. I mean, I really do, because there are always new stories. There's always new headlines, and they have found a way to, again, take issues that pop up and turn them into interesting stories for this kind of unveiling, unraveling, turn them into crimes and punishments that are actually relevant to the day instead of letting it become dated in some way.